EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19. That's your man, that's your man.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Come on. 19, 18. Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now, faking the give. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
76, press on 80.
Williams in motion. Now Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down by Kevin Winston. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Chargers' 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Count. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the 1st points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
To Slaw, the man in motion. Gibbs trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. 1 more time. They try Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. Oh, and they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up there of 28 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Set. 21. Delta. Set.
On 1st down, right back to Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Set. Delta.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Wrestle. 21. Go. Let's go. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Ready, break!
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Okay, ready?
Brings up second and
60
7.
boxes. Ready?
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Ready?
And in motion, it's Diggs. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Let's go now.
He'll try and throw for it on third. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers take a 10-3 lead.
Lions 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get it? 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. From the 29, here's second and 8.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats. 70 Timberwolves.
And in motion, it's Diggs. He'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Here's third and 7. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit.
Ready?
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Number 19.
Handoff. Gibbs running left. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Back to 60. Hot 70. Hot 70. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Hey, count. Crowd right.
Herbert now on first down. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. He's got it. And he will score. And Mitchell, a down target. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that four vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready? Get it. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
17,
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, L.A. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back from the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. we got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Hampton will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Williams in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Past the 50.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone,
and they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. No signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
60 Madden. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another run here with Hampton. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Herbert to throw. He'll swing this out to Hampton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That one to the sideline, and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2nd and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
That's caught. It's Isaac to Small. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
19 tight. 19 past the 60. Past the 60. Dragon 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st down, Detroit.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. Takes a pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Awkward looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they will finally run him down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw out of the gun. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Cut 19. Go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Catholic. Home troops right.
On play action, now Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Go.
And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He is 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now Gibbs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jamin Davis there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay,
This is 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down.
And in motion, it's Diggs.
Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Picked off by Cam Hart. And the Chargers will have great field position right around midfield.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Go.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, go Lion.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That is hot. What a throw. And 9 Mitchell. Touchdown, L.A. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a Lions first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Cougar 19. Let's go now.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Back to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard mark.
First down, Lions.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
First down, Detroit.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete. Isaac Chisla was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why. Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is hot! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On first down, Herbert. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
59. Home trips right. Baylor title.
Bill Rush, this is McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Dicker is good with the extra point. And the Chargers add on to their already sizable lead.
17.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Ready up. Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. We'll get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
First down, Lions.
He'll look to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
First down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle. Pop by Teslam. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. The Lions called their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.